I hope you're ready for tea because it's about to get spilled. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that if you're watching this video, you're interested in joining sorority recruitment. If so, let's get started. My name is Angel and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for watching and make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. We are going to be talking about literally
every single thing that you could possibly need to know about sorority recruitment.
I have no filter and this is not the time I'm going to use it, so let's get started. The first thing I want to go ahead and just address is that sorority life is not for everyone. And when I say not for everyone, it was not for me. And that's okay. With that being said, let me go ahead and just insert a little backstory here so we're all on the same page. I went through sorority recruitment 2 times. I went through once in 2018 and once in 2019, which means that I ran home to 2 different chapters on Greek Row. With that being said, I have a lot to say and that's why I decided to film this video. Cool? Cool. So let's start with recruitment week or rush week or whatever y'all want to call it. That week. That part. First things first, I want to tell you guys this. Go into sorority recruitment, the whole process, with an open mind. I already know that you've stalked all the sororities on Instagram. You think you know who the cool sorority is. You have friends in this chapter. Y'all know that. You don't really know much. Any preconceived thoughts that you have will negatively impact you throughout the week, and it's just not worth your time. Like, don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Ooh, I really got screwed when I went through recruitment. Please make sure that when you are going through recruitment, check the statuses of all the chapters. In my circumstances, I actually ran home to a sorority that was on probation, and what that meant was we weren't allowed to do basically anything, and it was a really big waste of my money, and it was really annoying. Speaking of money,
if you can't afford it, you can't enjoy it.
If you can't afford it, you can't enjoy it. With that being said, look into sorority financial plans and things of that such. Honestly, I have met so many amazing girls in recruitment and in my sorority that I loved, but they just couldn't financially afford to be in the chapter. Look into the prices, talk to your parents, look into financial aid, and make sure that you can afford to join a sorority. If you don't join a sorority, it's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. You'll be okay. It's literally not that deep. It's not that serious. Okay? Ooh, another thing that's really important that a lot of people don't think about when it comes to sororities is time. Sororities take up so much time. We have chapter, we have mandatory events, meetings, everything that you can think of, we have to do in a sorority. And keep in mind that if you don't attend those events, they fine you. That's something I didn't know about sororities when I joined. So when I joined my sorority, I have a job, I've been working, and they were like, oh yeah, work isn't an excuse to miss a sorority function. And to me, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, because how am I supposed to afford this $2,000 sorority if I can't go to work? My sorority was very understanding of all of the situations that I went through, but I also have seen my friends in other chapters and other organizations that they were not so lucky. Be smart with it. If you're going to be in a very hard major and you're going to be working full-time and you're planning on doing other clubs and organizations on campus, joining a sorority probably isn't the best use of your time because you get really busy. If you're one of those people who can't time manage to save your life, this is probably not for you. As stated in every sorority video ever to exist in the lifetime of sororities, trust the process. If, you know me, I always got something to say. Only trust the process if you're gonna let the process do what it's supposed to do. Don't mess with the system. Don't let outside forces have an influence on your decision of what chapter you join, if you join a chapter at all, or any feelings you have throughout recruitment. You really have to make your own choices, and I know for a lot of people who go through recruitment, they are going through recruitment because either a family member has been in a sorority recruitment, a sister, a mom, their friends are doing it. Make the decision for yourself. If you don't want to do it, trust me, it's not going to be worth your time. It is definitely one of those things that if you're not going to want to do it, don't waste anybody else's time or money, okay? Another thing, sororities are a 4-year commitment, and I want to touch on this primarily because I joined a sorority my senior year. You, who's watching this, odds are you're a freshman going through sorority recruitment, which is great, but keep in mind that sororities are a 4-year commitment. In order to get any benefits of ever being in that sorority, you have to graduate from that sorority, which means that if you go through recruitment as a freshman, you have to graduate 4 years later as a senior for it to have any benefit for you. So for me, the reason I went through recruitment my junior and senior year was because I had a good feeling I was not going to be able to tolerate all this nonsense for 4 years, and I was like, honestly, I'm going to go in senior year, make great friends, and then join the alumni chapter and really get to be with women who actually have the same values and morals as me as adults. Another thing I want to say is going through recruitment and just sororities life and just college in general, do not try too hard to be someone else. And I know that nowadays, all y'all trying to be little photocopies of everybody else on Instagram and influencers. Like, be your own person, because at the end of the day, the truth will come out. The truth will set you free. Okay. Just the last thing I want to talk about, because I know so many people are going to ask, like, what do you wear for recruitment? It doesn't matter. What you wear, honestly, it doesn't matter. I personally wear Lulu leggings and a headband everywhere I go. For recruitment, I looked like $1,000,000. It doesn't matter. I never looked like that again, so there's that. Personally, sorority recruitment, is it worth it? I'm going to say give it a shot. If you're interested in being in a sorority, then I'm not going to be the person to tell you not to do it. As I said before, don't let outside influences have an effect on your decision. And I know that here I am making a sorority video saying not to listen to what other people have to say. Just be careful, be smart, just be yourself, and have a great experience if you decide to go through sorority recruitment. And if not, it's probably cheaper that way. Bye.